Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a special episode kind of, showing off the two best rounds I had in ranked brawl mode, when they did that last week. I managed to come in first on my Japanese account and fourth in my league on my North American account. I've got one round from each. This is my North American. I'm in the Bolinoak Saman, which I have built primarily for melee damage and secondarily for beam defense. Because it is 550, and that's about where the beams start coming in. Bolinoak's kind of tanky to begin with, so even though it's built for, not built for defense, it's got defense, I think, in the 30s across all three stats, so that's not terrible. Right now I've already taken a death, but I did get some damage in on a couple of people. That's enough to at least get me a score. 6th place, not enough to get me near the top of the pack yet, but there's time yet. Bolinoak is... It has some ranged attacks, everything does, and it can stun from range if it needs to, but its primary thing is melee damage. The sabers actually do more damage than the axe, which I had forgotten until I was using this here. But yeah, the axe has a good range, but I feel like except for maybe the downswing, I can't be sure on that, the sabers just do more damage. Their neutral swings certainly seem to do more. But yeah, so if I can get my hands on anything one-on-one, I can wreck it, because Bolinoak has 2 melee weapons, and basically as long as you have boost, you have swings. So if I don't run out of boost, I can just keep going. I did go for a downswing there because like I said, I knew I was running out of boost, so best to keep still. And I got an assist on that as somebody else went by. Rigacy was one of the most popular things that I fought against on those 2 days. The other being some of the others being Night Seeker Space Vosky, which you'll see in a little bit. Mark II's moderately common, but yeah, Rigacy and a couple of the other power attack things seem to have been the ones that people went to the most. You all see a jammer fin in here. I saw a couple of those, and they managed to do a pretty good job of thwarting me at times, because the downswing on that thing is ridiculous and amazing. So see, good damage to number 3. In case you don't know exactly how Brawl mode works, it is a free-for-all where when you kill somebody, you not only get the point value of the mobile suit, you get a portion of the points that they had, so the higher the value of the person you kill, point-wise, the more points you'll get. So yeah, if I can hunt down that Jarja in the lead, I should be able to get a lot of points off of it. It's 900 points ahead of anybody else, which it's a fair amount. The Rigacy, it's good to hit those when you can, because that disrupts their power attack. There's Space V for sure. I'm almost certain that's a Space V. Yeah, no, it might be a Jagan. That's the Jagan backpack. Yeah, it's a Jagan. Okay. Kind of hard to tell until you look more closely, because the Space V is mostly a Gym 3, but it has the Jagan shield and head, so... And I think... No, it has its own weird beam rifle, so it's hard to tell. But Jagan's down, and that puts me in rank 1 with 3,000 points. But yeah, anything I can isolate in one-on-one, I could do very well with in the Bolinoak. So taking small groups like this and fighting from a distance worked a lot better for me when there were multiple enemies. Bolinoak also has a level 2 maneuver armor, which when you're surrounded and people are trying to stun lock you, can actually be more useful than dodge roll, because dodge roll lets you evade at most a couple of attacks, whereas the maneuver armor can keep you going, ideally, until you can get out of the way of just about all the attacks. It's all situational, and you're still taking damage more often probably with the maneuver armor, but again, Bolinoak has a lot of hit points and a good solid set of defenses. Its fake beacon skill is useless here. Matter of fact, that probably serves to identify me on the screen even when I'm not ranked, one of the top 3 spaces. But I did get up to rank 1 because the assists also give point steal, so that was some more points thrown my way. That was a Nero trainer, and yeah, I'm about to die and drop down to third. I'm not sure who got me. Might have been the Rigazi? No, it was one of the Nero trainers. Yeah, so it's a level 1, so it's 100 points down in this room. So that, that can work because you're worth fewer points to kill, but you're getting full points for everyone else who's at top level. So it's a strategy. I don't know how well it worked out for them in the long run, but fingers crossed. But yeah, the neutral swing, as you can see, like 2100, and the chop, well, destroyed the shield. That's something. That is, I think that's the G. Okay, might be the G. Not sure if it's the G3 or G4. Oh, okay, it's the G4 or G5. It's the G5 booster, and it's dead. That is a J-gun, I believe. Yep, that's got the J-gun feet. And yeah, I just managed to combo it to death as quickly as I could. Sometimes it works sometimes it works out better to swing a little slower just so you can keep the stun going, but occasionally you just have to go fast and get the damage in. See, Pixie ran away. I have top score by 1,100 points, and 30-some about a third of my hit points and 30 seconds to ideally stay alive, which I did not. That dropped me down to second, but the Pixie, if Pixie got killed, I got some of the points for that, I think. Well, Pixie is dead, so regardless, but yeah, I may have time to respawn and kill somebody. It's just a matter of figuring out who and where. I'm probably going to go in after the Jarja that's ranked at number 3, because they're closest, they're weak, and I can absolutely wreck them if I can get my hands on them. And I can just start firing when I get close, and got the last second kill, and that is one of maybe 1 or 2 wins I got on this account. This is the one I wound up ranking 4th on. But, yeah, so a lot of, this is kill stealing the game, this mode, so, but I got top kills, top damage, and top score, so that was enough to get me a pretty solid 1,000 points for that day, or for the first of the 3 rounds for that day. And we will be back with the other round in a moment. And this is round 2, where I am in the Gym Nightseeker Vosky, which I put in Mark II colors to be a little bit less obviously a Nightseeker Vosky from a distance. Yeah, it does have a Jagan backpack, too. Got hit by a Rigazi. Rough start. I have most of my hit points eliminated already. And I'm probably about to die. The question is what I can do before then, which is basically nothing. So yeah, rough start to the round, but it definitely picked up for me from there. The other thing I forgot to mention about how the ranked matches work is it lasted for 2 days. You could play up to 10 rounds a day, and it would take the 3 best scores from those 10 rounds. I discovered the Nightseeker Vosky far too late, sadly. It was near the end of the second day that I decided to give this a try because the Bolinoak was just not working for me at that point. So I gave it a shot, and yeah, it's working out fairly well. It does have a Sea Serpent, which is a ridiculously good weapon, and I was trying to charge my heavy attack, but that didn't work out. But luckily, it also just has 3 melee hits. I did not get any credit for that kill. I'm still at 0 points. Luckily, nobody was really prepared to follow up after I got knocked over. I now have 199 points because I got an assist on somebody. It's a Dryson. That's not a great matchup, but I can do horrible things to it if I can land the Sea Serpent, which causes heavy stagger. And I did. And I did. And somebody else tried to take the kill. They may even get it, but I'm going to make sure I do enough damage to get the assist. Okay, the Dryson was about to try and swing on me, but I managed to stun the Gaplin behind it and get the kill. So, not bad. And now I'm going to head for 2 and 3, and anybody who's near them. Like this Gundam, which is nearly dead, and I can get some points for. There we go. That takes me up to second by 11 points. And I've now got a power attack, which I didn't get the points because somebody else got the kill first. But yeah, the power attack, the first 2 hits are extremely close range. It does launch itself forward after the first 2. But yeah, if you want to land the first 2, you need to be right up on somebody like any other melee attack. It can do good damage, though, and I have Done a lot of solid damage on this Ifrit Schneid, which is now in 3rd place. I'm probably going to die, but even if I do, I get the assist when that Schneid drops. It may already have died, in fact, or it may have gotten to 1st place, which means I'll get even more points for it when it dies, so it's not bad. And I may go back in that corner and go after it again if it lives, because I'd rather it didn't. Somebody is headed for point D. I am going to drop in. That is a Dom Nomadus, and that is pretty much an easy snack for a heavy attack raid. It is hard to stun because it does have a lot of the various stun protections, but the Sea Serpent just does the job, period. So, and it's kind of hard to miss that with the Sea Serpent. So, yeah, got that kill up to 3rd place. Yeah, that's one that's relatively easy to take down when given half a chance. BRAWL can be harder because it can put out a lot of damage from range. And as you can see, the Nightseeker Space V has some okay ranged weapons. It has good stuns and all those things, but in terms of its heaviest damage, that it is an up-close and personal mobile suit. So, and also just the BRAWL, because of those missiles, can just destroy your legs when you if it knocks you down, which it did, and it did. And I'm just going to try and go for it. I caught it with the Sea Serpent, caught it with the downswing. I may be about to die, but I did not go down without a fight. And now it is 3 minutes remaining, and it is time to respawn. Simple battle rules, so fairly quick respawn. 1 and 2, 1 is about to die. I think that's that Ifrit Schneid that lasted so long. Okay, no, it might be a different Schneid, or it might have died once already, because I did not get any credit. There's Zeku 1 Type 3, which I actually saw a fair number of those here, too. And I managed to nearly kill both of them. Took out the BRAWL, which that was a pleasant thing after how badly it beat me before. And luckily, I was too close to the Gundam for the Hyper Hammer to take. Here's a heavy stagger weapon, though, so the Gundam is going to wreck me. Because as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job of keeping me off balance. And I'm just missing quite a few shots here and there. But now it is heavy staggered. Unfortunately, it is heavy staggered and I am out of heat. So it is, for some reason, the BRAWL decided to attack the Gundam. I would have been the easier first target, but I guess because the Gundam was probably out of boost, it made for an easier target. But now I'm dead and back down to 4th. But yeah, it's BRAWL, I think, this is going to sound dumb, but I think BRAWL and Code Fairy were good experiences to have together, because there's a couple of fights in Code Fairy where you end up being one person fighting a bunch of other things, and just so the experiences kind of fed into each other, and each made the other easier, I want to say. And, yep, just power attack the back end of the Nomadus for 1,200 damage. It still had iframes, so the Sea Serpent didn't take, but I also don't really need it to win, so there we go. That was enough to put me in rank 1 with 1 minute remaining, or no, rank 2, excuse me. So now I just need to find somebody else and kill them, and I will overtake rank 1. If I can kill rank 1, that would be even better, but we'll see. Well, rank 1 is now Dryson, and I still need to kill something to get the lead, but there's a few good options here. If I can kill more than one, that would be great, but we'll just see what we can do and approach very slowly and carefully, right up until the moment when we're ready to use our super attack and attack. And, nope, Gundam stole the kill, so now I have to kill that Gundam. Or possibly the thing fighting it. I'm not going to be particular. Okay, got rank 1 by super attacking the Gundam. Rigazi also died, so I've got those points. So I've got a 1,300 point lead. Even if the number 2 player kills me, I will probably win this, but there's actually nobody in the area. So, yeah, managed to pull it out at the last second, and right now just kind of using power attack style on that Zeku 1. And yeah, so that was how I wound up in first on this account, because The second day, I think I managed to get one, maybe two like this. 8 kills, 127,000 damage, and top score, which altogether, yeah, should get me about 1,000 points. So, yep, 1058. Yeah, I got one other winning round that was worth 1020 that same day. And that is how I got the Zaku Desert-type double antenna. So, yeah, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I forget what my final overall score was. I think it was in the 4,000 or 5,000s, but out of everybody in the clan I'm in and on my friends list, I think Duchess and maybe one other person were the only ones who outscored me. So I'm feeling pretty good about how I wound up doing with this.